Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and Fletcher Rabbit with Fran Allison in a KFO News special, Crisis at the Eggplant.
Hello, I'm Kukla.
I'm Fran Allison.
And I'm Oliver J. Dragon. We've brought the KFO News team together for a special report. Fran?
As you know, we always keep you informed of important events in the community. Today, one of the old established businesses, the eggplant, is closing down.
That's right. And this reflects the economic hard times that are prevalent for small businesses. Don't you mean prevalent? That's what I said, prevalent.
100 years ago, there was no eggplant.
Hard to believe.
Eggs were paw-boiled on an old wood stove, painstakingly paw-colored with pure cottontail brushes.
Look at that, Francis. That's remarkable.
It is.
Now, I see the lady there. She's doing it with her little brush there.
Yes.
I guess he's in charge of boiling.
Right, yeah. What a quaint, quaint film.
It was not long before this production method failed to meet the demands of the population explosion.
It was then that the Easter Bunny, or EB, as his ever-loyal employees have nicknamed him,
Decided to leap into the modern world astride that great 20th century innovation, the assembly line. Look at there.
Yes.
Say, that's from that great TV show of the 50s, Bunny to Bunny.
Of course.
sure is.
Well, raising capital among a few far-sighted rabbit associates, EB founded the first eggplant.
Thus joining the ranks of the great titans of American industry.
But times have changed. That operation is no longer profitable. The last egg is set to roll off the assembly line. Our reporter in the field, Fletcher Rabbit, is standing by at the eggplant with the story. Fletcher?
This is a sad day for us all. The eggplant, as I knew it, is closing. How difficult it must be for EB, the Easter Bunny, to shut down this operation. But he has seen his annual profit margin decline drastically in the last decade. Due first to massive foreign imports, second, rising costs of energy and labor, and finally, the skyrocketing price of chicken feed, which, of course, we all know isn't chicken feed anymore, right? Well, so EB plans to merge with Intergalactic Conglomerate next door, which you see right there, and join the computerized world of egg production. This means rising unemployment for this community, of course. Well, today, the last egg rolls off the now obsolete assembly line, and we are here to witness that event and talk to some of the bunnies, as well as some of the old hands in the egg production department. Let's join them inside. See you in the egg production department. Well, sir, here we are in the co-op department. What was that, fellas? The what? Oh, sir, of course, the coop department. Silly old me. And we're going to... Oh, what a lovely quilt this is. And who do we have here? It's the matriarch of the egg production department, Mrs. Rosemary Buff Orpington. Fletcher Rabbit, KFO News, Miss Buff Orpington. No, I don't believe the sky is falling. I don't care what Henny Penny says. Well, of course. It must seem like the sky is falling to have the old eggplant shut down, to have eggs prefabricated by computer. I do hope that your payments to the poultry pension fund are up to date. You're laying the last egg? Well, you mean right now? Well, Mrs. Buff Orpington, time is of the essence on television, and expensive, too, so please... There, you see it, the last egg, rolling down the chute. Oh, boy, of course, it won't reach the coloring line for several minutes. Fran? Oh, she's in the studio at our anchor desk with Kukla and Ollie. Would you like to say hello? Fran, here's an old friend of yours.
Oh, Mrs. Buff Orpington, it's so good to see you. I was just saying to Kukla the other night, we must have you for dinner sometime. Two dinner.
That was a close one, Fran.
Oh, do you remember when we used to get a dozen eggs a week from Mrs. Buff Orpington?
Well, more like, say, 12 days.
Oh, yeah.
After a break, we'll take a look at the shutting down of the assembly line.
And perhaps talk with some of the bunnies. For those of you just joining us, the eggplant assembly line is closing down today.
A victim of competition and rising costs.
Fletcher Rabbit is standing by at the assembly line where the last egg is about to come through.
Fletcher, what's the mood there?
Well, Kukla, it's hard to describe. I think you'll get a better idea if we move right on to the assembly line. Cameras, will you just follow me right over here now? I want to come right over to the beginning of the production line here where there are two bunnies working. Mark and Mary, I believe. Is that correct? Fletcher Rabbit, KFO News. There you see Mary. They're our married couple, by the way. Mary is taking the eggs that come down the chute from the coop, and she hands them to Mark, of course, and he puts them on the conveyor belt, and you can see for yourself they're moving down that way. They're heading towards the hard-boiled and the coloring department, and that's Flo. She's in charge of the designs. I think I'd like to go and talk to her a minute. Flo, Fletcher Rabbit, KFO News. Flo, I would like to ask you a question about your designs of these eggs. Flo, I think that... Flo... Oh, never mind. I'll ask you later. I would like to just check with Blue, who's in charge of hard boiling. I believe he's on the other side here. May I step in back of you without ruining anything? Thank you very much. That's very nice. My heavens, I can't see a thing. But watch out for that steam. Whoopsie. There, now I can see. Fine. There's light. Well, there's Blue. Hello there, Blue. Fletcher Rabbit, KFO News. We're just doing a little coverage here. Just wondering, what are you doing here? You, machinery, huh? Well, wonderful. You're going to oil it. I see. Well, good for you. Oh, isn't that fine? That's lots of very careful work. Don't oil the eggs. Oh, look at these splendid little eggs coming out, all colored and designed, aren't they? Here's one that's laying down on the job. Oh, shame on you. We'll report you. Well, they go right down here to I believe this is the famous brother and sister team. Yes, well, sister, you take the colored eggs, as I understand, and give them to brother, of course, and he puts them in the little basket very carefully and puts the little basket very carefully on the conveyor belt, which goes out, I believe, to the loading dock. Yes, indeed. Say, may I give you some advice? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's a little factory joke. Oh, say, I used to work here in the summers when I was studying at Bunny Tech, and we used to have a little song that everybody would sing to cheer us up. It was an eggplant loyalty song. Don't you think it'd be nice to do that one more time? Of course.
At the eggplant, we love the Easter season for the very simple reason that the work is really fun.
At the eggplant, we love the Easter season for the very simple reason that the work is really fun.
At the eggplant, the rabbits are so agile, for the eggs are very fragile, yet we never break a one.
At the eggplant, the rabbits are so agile, for the eggs are very fragile, yet we never break a one.
But we break production records as EB eggs us along to a new production peak. Let me make a good example. We turned out 10,800 units last week.
That's the record. At the eggplant, the break no operation. Easy
celebration for that grand old man. Yippee! The Easter Bunny! At the eggplant, I'm happy and proud I can be an ever-loving, ever-loyal, everlasting employee. He's an ever-loving, ever-loyal, everlasting employee.
Splendid, Bunny. Splendid, splendid. But look, the conveyor belt is empty. That must mean the last egg is about to come off the line. Oh, let's look down here. Yes, there it is. There it is. Mrs. Buff opening the last lovely fresh egg, and Mary is handing it to Mark there, and there they are, watching it. I don't know why I have to describe it. After all, you can see it, but we news people just have to tell you about it as we go along. There it goes, past Flo into the... Oh, come on the other side. Come on. Let's watch the color. Let's see what Flo has designed for that last egg. Yeah, I bet it's going to be a beauty. I bet it is. Oh, look at that. Is that not incredible? Is that not a masterpiece? Oh, Flo, you've outdone yourself. Absolutely. And there it goes. And Sister's going to take it. Gently, gently. There you go. Brother put it in the basket. There it goes. The last one, folks. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, guess that's it, bunnies, huh? Bunnies, could I ask you a question? You're all out of jobs. You can't collect unemployment benefits for long. Inflation is rampant, and your family is growing by leaps and bounds. How do you feel? Back to you, Fran.
Well, thank you, Fletcher. In a moment, we'll look at the computerized eggplant, which is replacing all those bunnies. Stay with us.
Hello? Yes? Who? Oh, she's on the other line. Hold on. Fran?
Yes?
It's E.B. on 5-5.
Okay.
He wants to talk to you.
Keep trying to reach Fletcher.
I will.
Hello? Yes, E.B. You've been watching our special report. Well, I don't know if I can reach him. Well, of course we'll try. Well, just hold on. Any luck, Ollie?
Yeah, I think I've got the field producer on, Fran. Here he is. Yeah. What? Well, I don't care where he is. You interrupt him. E.B. wants to talk with him. He's getting Fletcher.
Oh, good.
What? Oh, telephone, just a minute. Where? What? Oh, who wants me? Who? Hello? E.B.? Oh, you've got something to say to me. Oh, I have something to say to you. I'm hopping mad and dripping wet. Huh? What? Oh, you saw what happened to me in the chocolate department? And you're what? You're not? You're not going to close? You're not shutting down the line? Oh, I'll tell the bunnies if I can catch them. Hang up the phone, get my jacket, and follow me. I'm glad I caught you. I had a phone call from E.B. No, Bunny, cease your booze. Hear me out. He's not merging. He's reopening the eggplant to operate in conjunction with a computer facility which we obviously all know has to go back to the drawing board, right?
So, bunnies, you all have your jobs back. Isn't that wonderful? How about a cheer for EB? Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
At the eggplant, there's no more automation, and we're filled with admiration for that red old man,
Easter Bunny. What are we doing standing out here? There's work to be done. Boilers to be fired. Eggs to be boiled. Eggs to be colored and chocolate to be dipped. Come on, back to the line. Back to the line. Come on, bunnies. Oh, congratulations. Oh, congratulations, Flo. Oh, it's wonderful. And you too, dear Mary. Oh, congratulations. And you too, Mrs. Buff Orpington. Not another one today. Oh, that's what I call cooperation. Back in there, dear. Oh, isn't that remarkable? Ah, what a turn of events. It shows that there is good news in this world of ours today. At least that's the way this reporter sees it. Fletcher Rabbit at the eggplant for KFO News.
Thank you, Fletcher. That was a splendid report.
We agree with Fletcher.
It's good to hear the good news, too.
So for Fletcher Rabbit and the entire KFO News team, this is Fran Allison. Goodbye, Kukla.
Goodbye, Fran. Goodbye, Ollie. Goodbye, Kukla. Goodbye, everybody. And happy Easter.